Answers from the state fire marshal 1 week after that deadly fireworks facility explosion in Esparto.
Too early right now to yet determine exactly where it started and how it started.
Well, thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Marley Ginter.
And I'm Tony Lopez. Lots to get to today. Today, Yolo County leaders declared a state of emergency in response to that disaster, allowing quicker access to state and federal resources. Here's where we stand. Right now, there's a vigil there at the facility as families wait for their own answers to the explosion. 7 people, as you know, died in that blast. 3 of them brothers. One of them, it was his first day on the job.
Your reporter covering Yolo County, Ashley Sharp, is there now. Ashley, you also sat down with the state fire marshal today. So what have you learned in all of this?
Yeah, well, just to tell you, family members still gathered here tonight for that vigil as they continue to push for answers. And 1 week later, following this explosion, we wanted to ask the lead agency where exactly this investigation stands. Now, as we have previously told you, this started as the recovery phase. Over the weekend, I reported to you that they were able to find the remains of all 7 missing workers there on site. Now that that has concluded, they say they're moving into the bulk of the investigation round the clock. And what that looks like is CAL FIRE investigators on the scene, they say digging through the rubble looking for evidence.
We not only want to be able to give the family and the community answers, but we want to make sure that if there was a violation of law or regulation, that we can hold those individuals accountable.
State Fire Marshal Chief Daniel Berlant sat down with CBS 13 1 week after a deadly explosion at a fireworks warehouse rocked Esparto and killed 7 people.
While there are a lot of red flags in this incident in general, it's too early right now to yet determine exactly where it started and how it started.
Can you share what you mean by red flags?
That not all local permits were issued to hold this type of material, this large of a quantity. There are a lot of very stringent state laws and regulations. There are federal requirements for storage.
Tuesday, Berlant confirmed as part of the investigation, a search warrant was executed at a home in San Francisco, the business address of Kenny Chi, Devastating Pyrotechnics CEO and owner.
And so, yes, there are a number of search warrants that were carried out and likely will be into the near future.
We don't know what they were looking for, but Chi's attorneys in a statement Tuesday said he is innocent of any wrongdoing in connection with the Yolo fire. And what about the curious local law enforcement connections to the property?
Are you guys looking into, the fact that a local Yolo sheriff's deputy lived on the property and Esparto volunteer firefighter connected? And have you turned up anything that you could share about that?
Our investigators have already begun to follow up on many of these pieces of information that the media has reported on. Now, again, everybody wants answers, and we want answers as well. But for us, it takes a systematic approach to really go through tracking those down. And we don't want to say and do anything yet that may jeopardize that case.
Right now, no one is facing any criminal charges, and Berlant says though CAL FIRE is building their case with urgency, that they simply can't provide a play-by-play of the investigation.
This is an incredibly complex case that it's going to take us weeks, if not months, to rule out all potential. And so while we'll continue to work hard to provide the family answers and the community answers, it's likely that we may not actually ever know exactly truly what happened at the moments that explosion occurred.
And that right there is a tough pill to swallow for the families who have been pushing for answers, to hear that they may never come into what exactly started that explosion, but CAL FIRE reassuring that they will work towards those answers. I also asked Chief Berlant a question that many of our viewers have asked us. Is there any state law mandating that neighbors living close to a fireworks storage facility like this must be notified that it's in the nearby vicinity? Now, of course, this one is a little bit tough because it wasn't permitted locally to even be here, this fireworks facility in the first place. But he did tell me there is no sort of system in place, no state law that mandates that neighbors are required to be alerted that they live next to a facility like this. It was one of the main frustrations when we were interviewing neighbors right after the explosion happened, them saying they had no idea that this was right in their backyard.
Yeah, and you can imagine many would think that too, because after it caused what it did, they would want to know, hey, I wish I would have known that was even here. Ashley, thank you for asking all those questions. We know many have come up. Let's give you another look at the victims identified by family members. 3 brothers, 18-year-old Jesus Ramos, 22-year-old Johnny Ramos, and 28-year-old Joel Jr. Melendez, all believed to have died. The family of Carlos Rodriguez also says he was killed in the explosions. DNA testing is being done to positively identify the remains of the 7 missing workers, and that is expected back tomorrow.